Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a little girl. She was as bright and cheerful as the morning sun. Every day she would skip and jump around the village, spreading happiness wherever she went. One day, while playing hide-and-seek with her friends, she wandered a little farther than usual. She was hiding behind a huge rock when she heard the sweet sound of a flute. Curious, she followed the sound, and it led her to a small path. The little girl had never seen this path before, but something was making her walk along it. As she walked, she saw beautiful pink lotus flowers on both sides of the path. They were in full bloom and looked like they were smiling at her. Suddenly, one of the lotuses stopped her in her tracks. It wasn't like the other flowers. It was bigger and a deep red color, almost like it was made of rubies. And on top of it sat a golden flute. As soon as the little girl touched the flute, it started glowing brightly. Before she knew it, she was floating above the flowers. Startled, she closed her eyes tight, but when she opened them, she found herself in a magical land. All around her were tall trees with sparkling fruits. There were chirping birds and playful squirrels, and in the distance, she saw a magnificent palace made of pure gold. Then, from behind a tree, a beautiful woman came walking. She had wings like a bird and a staff made of flowers. "Who are you?" asked the little girl. "I am the guardian of this place," replied the woman, "and this is the pond of wishes. Every flower here is a lotus, and every lotus has a wish to grant." The little girl couldn't believe her eyes. She looked back at the ruby-colored lotus and saw that it was glowing faintly. It seemed to be waiting for her. As she approached it, the glow became stronger. "Oh, so this is what it takes to wake up the wish-granting powers of a red lotus," she said aloud. Then suddenly, a deep voice echoed through the pond. "You have touched my flower and brought me back to life. Now I will grant you 3 wishes. Ask for anything you want, and I will make it happen." The little girl thought for a moment. She looked around at the beautiful trees and flowers and thought, "There are already so many beautiful things in the world. I don't want to ask for anything selfish. I want to share the magic with everyone." An idea popped into her head. "I wish everyone in my village could see this beautiful place and the wishing lotuses." The moment her wish was granted, the trees started shaking. They were all bending down, trying to touch her. The little girl quickly moved away as they bowed down before her. She didn't know why, but she felt that the trees were thanking her. Then she saw the guardian of the pond with a big smile on her face. "You are a kind and selfless girl. I knew you would ask for something wonderful. Now your wish is granted. Everyone who enters this place will be filled with joy and wonder." The little girl was very happy. She thanked the trees and the guardian of the pond, and she took a deep breath and got ready to go home. But before she could take a single step, she heard the second wish granting lotus. It was a sky blue color, and it was glowing brightly. "Oh, I woke up too," said a sweet voice. "I will grant you 2 more wishes. Ask for anything you desire." The little girl thought for a moment. She looked back at the beautiful palace in the distance and said, "I want everyone in my village to have a palace just like this one. A palace where they can come and play and feel like royalty." As soon as her wish was granted, the ground started shaking again. But this time, instead of bowing down, beautiful palaces started popping up all over the place. They were all connected by beautiful gardens and sparkling fountains. The little girl was amazed. She turned to the guardian of the pond, but she was nowhere to be seen. Only the 3 lotus flowers remained, each glowing faintly, waiting for their last wishes to be heard. The little girl walked towards them and said, "My last wish is for all these lotus flowers to keep blooming forever. I want everyone in my village to come here and make their dreams come true." As soon as her wish was granted, all the flowers started glowing brightly. Then the little girl knew it was time to go home. She took one last look at the magical land and stepped on the path. In a flash, she was back in the village, standing right behind the big rock. She told her friends all about her amazing adventure in the magical land of wishes. And from that day on, whenever they felt sad or needed a little magic in their lives, they would run to the big rock and close their eyes tight, pretending they were floating above beautiful lotus flowers, knowing that their dreams would come true.